Hi tomato friends, now we're going to talk about sunlight requirements of various fruit size of tomatoes. Remember that sunlight equals flowers, and the more sunlight you have, the more flowers you're going to get, the more tomatoes you're going to get. Let's break it down for maximum yield in your specific garden. So if you have a shadier garden, only 3 hours of sunlight, you're kind of relegated to cherry tomatoes. Not to worry, dozens and dozens of different varieties of cherry tomatoes in all different colors and shapes. But if you only have 2 hours of sunlight, don't bother. What you're going to get, the tomato plant will grow, but you just won't be able to get it to flower sufficient to produce fruit and get that fruit to ripen. So 3 hours minimum for cherry tomatoes. If you have 4 to 5 hours of sunlight directly shining on the little patch of land where you're going to put your tomatoes on, small tomatoes would be fine there. That's defined as 1 to 3 ounces in size, about the size of a golf ball. Medium-sized tomatoes, about the size of a tennis ball, 4 to 8 ounces, they need a minimum of 5 to 6 hours of sunlight directly shining on the leaves. And then the big boys, the large tomatoes, greater than 9 ounces, they need a minimum of 7 to 8 hours. If you've got 8 hours of sunlight all day long in every spot of your garden, guess what? You can grow all sizes of tomatoes in that area. But if you've got some shadier spots, if you're up against a house or a tree or a fence, or even have fog in your garden, you need to pay attention and maybe grow smaller fruiting tomato varieties for maximum results. You don't want to bother putting a large fruiting tomato plant in 3 hours of direct sunlight. You're not going to get many tomatoes, maybe 1 or 2. That's not enough to bother with. So pay attention to the sunlight hours in the various spots in your garden and choose the fruit size accordingly. Thanks, guys.